Let's look one more time at the game winner here for LeBron James.
Ernie, this is just better offense. Paul George got stuck up a little bit behind him. It's over at this point.
But you can't get stuck. You have to say to yourself.
You have to make him catch it going away from the basket.
Not only that, you have to say to yourself, my man's not going to score the winning bucket for us to lose.
Here's my
We're
question.
Up one. My man's not going to score.
Here's my question. And Steve Kerr brought it up down the stretch, and we want to hear what Frank Vogel has to say about it. He had applauded his guy, Roy Hibbert, is the best rim protector in the NBA the other day. How is he not in the game?
Well, he shouldn't have been in the game. That was good coaching, actually, because it's funny. I was sitting up here talking to DA, and I said, Hibbert shouldn't be in the game. He can't guard Bosh out on the floor. So he made the switch. Because they were going to run that play, probably a pick and pop. I think Reggie said that. Listen, sometimes you have to give the other team credit. That was actually good coaching. Roy Hibbert could not guard Chris Bosh out on the floor. That would have gave LeBron James more room to roam. Listen, you just got to take your hat off. That guy's scary, man. Just a hell of a play.
I also thought it was a great play, Jordan, by Exposure. The one thing he did was he lifted everyone and he let the weak side go. So LeBron James had either he was going to get a pull-up jump shot or a layup. You didn't think he would get a layup, but you thought he would get a left-handed one-dribble pull-up. And what he did, he said Chris Bosh, he sent Chris Bosh away as well. So all of a sudden, he would have been open for a short jump shot in that corner. So I understand why Hibbert wasn't in the game, maybe that last play, but down the stretch, see right here, Bosh right now is in movement. You don't want Roy Hibbert in movement.
Yeah, that was good coaching by Coach
possibly
Vogel.
because now there's a drop-off.
Yeah, I mean, that was just, like Kennedy just said, that was just a really well-run play.
First of all,
how many times do you think he's going to get a layup, though?
First of all, Bosh could have been in the game. If you want to give up something, I'd rather give up.
You mean Hibbert?
Hibbert. If you want to give up something, I'd rather give up a jump shot. You can't overcommit. Let LeBron catch it and go 2 seconds. Bosh could have been in the game. You switch everything. You switch everything with under 5 seconds left. He could have switched and contested a jump shot.
Well, but Hibbert might have ended up on LeBron if you're switching everything. I mean, it's so many variables. Listen, sometimes you have to give the other team credit. I thought Coach Vogel made a really good play because when you run that play, these guys they're all over the place. Roy Hibbert is not athletic enough to chase all those guys. So they would have had a mismatch at some point. You just got to give LeBron. That was a great play.
The one thing it was funny because when when they hit the free throws, the 3 free throws in a row.
Paul George
hit the 3 free throws. Then I look at Chuck said, I'm about to say the same thing. I said, Charles goes, 2.2 is too much time for LeBron.
Yeah,
and I was about to say that's too much time for LeBron because now you've seen him in the 1 dribble pull up, the 2 dribble pull ups, and now you're at his mercy because no one can help in 2.2. You can't stop off. So all of a sudden he gets that basket.
And to piggyback on what Kenneth said a couple seconds earlier, they ran a perfect play. I didn't think he was going to get a layup, but he would have got a good shot. Yeah, he was going to get a good shot.
You have to give up something. I'd rather give up the jumper. But you play with somebody that had a defensive mentality. With 2.2 seconds, Vernon Maxwell would have said, you know what, he's not going to catch the ball, and if he does catch the ball, I'm going to contest the shot and he's not going to score.
That sounds good when you're trying to go. Listen, let me tell you that Vernon said that against Dan Marley. He wasn't guarding LeBron James. Because a lot of guys said, I'm not going to let Michael Jordan get the ball, and he scored.
I don't care who it was. You don't give a man a layup.
You have to, listen, you don't want to give a layup, but that guy's big and strong and came fast.
The 9th career playoff triple-double for LeBron James. You see the list.
10?
Yeah.
Wow.
And TK, before we do the highlights,
Toronto's a bad boy,
let's roll the piece of video from 4 years ago because this was LeBron's 2nd game winner at the buzzer, 2nd buzzer beater in a playoff game to win. And it was 4 years ago on this night that he got it done against the Orlando Magic. Remember in Game 2 of that series.
He was 60 then.
And
he was 60 years old then.
60 years old? Get out of here, man.
Okay.
Sorry.
Folks,
we'll get that to you eventually. I thought we already had it in the saddlebags. My bad.
Before this game started, we all gave our opinion. Shaq said 4-1 Miami. I picked Indy in 6. Kenneth says, well, this is a pretty even series. LeBron James is going to have to average 33. Well, I think 30, 10, and 10. That'll work.
might get it done.
That's Superman effort. I mean, because to me, he's the only one right now that has a clear advantage. I think Dwayne Wade has an advantage at times. I don't think he has a clear advantage against the guys that he's playing against. And no one else on that team has a clear advantage. No one else.
And they can't.
Not Bosh, not Birdman, and not Ray Allen. None of those guys have a clear advantage. But they actually are at a disadvantage. So you have one guy, but he can have a heroic effort like he just had. That's the X factor. Can he do this 3 more times? Because he's going to have to do 3 more efforts like this.
Because David West and Roy Hibbert are going to be just as big the next game. And he's going to have to do this. I agree with Kenny. I still like Indiana, but this is the one caveat.
Tyler Hansbrough, we talked about having an easier night.
He's shown the ability to do it in the past and has the MVP credentials to prove it, and we'll see if he can do it. Here's the video that we have from 4 years ago, and considerably less time to work with in this case.
Well, you can live with that.
When he hit over Hito Turkoglu.
Yeah, you can live with a jump shot over Heat. That's a tough shot.
That was a tough shot.
I think Indiana, the only thing they're going to be really upset about, Ernie, is they probably want to see LeBron going away from the basket.